This is Top Accolade African News Update. I am Soibifa Jakarich. The decision to postpone this month's election in Senegal is against the constitution, the country's top court has ruled. The Constitutional Council annoyed both President Macky Sall's decree and a contentious bill passed by Parliament moving the vote to December. Widespread protests have crippled the West African country, once considered a bastion of democracy in the region. Opposition figures said it amounted to an unconstitutional coup. Mr. Sall had announced he was pushing the election back because of concerns over the eligibility of opposition candidates. His proposal was backed by 105 out of the 165 MPs after a fiery debate which saw police remove some opposition MPs from the chamber. A 6-month postponement was originally proposed, but a last-minute amendment extended it to the 10 months, meaning a new election date of 15th December. Mr. Sall had reiterated that he was not planning to run for office again, but his critics accused him of either trying to cling onto power or unfairly influencing whoever succeeds him. Opposition candidates and lawmakers who had filed a number of legal challenges to the bill will feel vindicated by the court's decision on Thursday evening. The court said it was impossible for the election to be held on the original date of 25th February, just 10 days away, but urged authorities to organize it as soon as possible. Mr. Sall is yet to react to the ruling. His second term of office expires on 2nd April. While the election could be held before April, the dispute that led to the polls being postponed in the first place remain unresolved, including allegations of corruptions in the Constitutional Council and objections from opposition candidates who had been excluded from the candidate list published last month. South Africa's Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor has blasted Israel's spokesperson for accusing her government of representing the interest of the Hamas terrorist organization. Ms. Pandor, who is in the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa to attend the African Union summit, said the international community had a responsibility to bring the Israel-Gaza conflict to an end. Relations between Israel and South Africa have been tense since South Africa filed a case against Israel at the International Court of Justice (ICJ), accusing Israel of committing genocide in Gaza, a charge it has rejected. The ICJ ruled that Israel should do everything in its power to avoid killing Palestinians and they should address the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Ms. Pandor said South African will continue to argue this onslaught on Palestinian people is designed to commit genocide. Israel took action from Hamas-led gunmen killed at least 102,000 people and seized 253 hostages in a surprise attack on its territory on 7th October. It is pledged to eliminate Hamas and get the hostages returned. More than 27,800 Palestinians have been killed and at least 67,000 injured by the war launched by Israel in response, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Nigerian's President Bola Tinubu has appointed his son-in-law as the head of the Federal Housing Authority (FHA), sparking concerns about nepotism. Oyetunde Oladimeji Ojo is married to Mr. Tinubu's eldest daughter, Folashade. This is the first time President Tinubu has selected a relative for a position in the federal government. Announcing his appointment, the presidency said Mr. Ojo had over a decade of work experience in the housing and hospitality industry. He is also a former member of the House of Representatives, but there has been a strong reaction on social media, with some arguing that there was a more qualified and deserving candidate than Mr. Ojo. Some have come out to defend the naming Mr. Ojo for the role, saying his relationship with the president should not bar him from government jobs. His appointment was part of the president's move to overhaul the management of the housing ministry. The FHA, which falls under the ministry, is supposed to help deliver affordable homes across Nigeria. The government did not immediately comment on the criticism raised about the appointment. The prominent Zimbabwean opposition politician Job Sikala has been fined and given a 9-month suspended prison sentence after being found guilty of publishing falsehoods on social media in 2021 that a police officer had killed a child at a bus stop. Sikala's lawyer said he should never have been charged in the first place under a law which the top court long ruled to be unconstitutional. The politician has just been released from almost 2 years of pretrial detention and unrelated charges. He has accused the government of weaponizing the courts and faced another appearance on Friday. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Friday.